On a quiet weekend in early July 2026, something extraordinary washed ashore on Forest Beach, a sleepy stretch of coastline north of Townsville, Australia. Locals expecting nothing more than driftwood and seaweed instead found a massive, gleaming silver sphere, half buried in the sand, smooth, metallic, and completely unlike anything native to the ocean. Within days, 5 more identical spheres appeared along the same shoreline. The Queensland Fire Department moved quickly, cordoning off a 50-meter exclusion zone around each object. Specialists in full hazardous material suits carefully lifted the spheres into sealed containment drums, while police stood guard over the site. The Australian Space Agency confirmed what many suspected. These were not natural formations, nor military ordnance, nor debris from a shipwreck. They were pieces of a spacecraft, specifically pressure vessels built to hold fuel aboard a rocket. According to the agency's official statement, the objects were consistent with debris from a foreign rocket body that recently re-entered the atmosphere from orbit. Case closed, or so it seemed. Here is where the story becomes genuinely strange. Despite the Australian Space Agency's confidence that this was rocket debris, no space agency, company, or government on Earth has stepped forward to claim ownership. No launch has been officially linked to the spheres. No serial number, no matching mission, no acknowledgement from any nation's space program. Space archaeologist Alice Gorman, who examined footage of the objects, offered a chilling technical detail. The spheres showed no visible scorch marks or burn damage, unusual for something that supposedly survived a fiery plunge through Earth's atmosphere. She identified them as titanium alloy pressure vessels, engineered to withstand extreme heat and pressure, which could explain the pristine surface. But she also issued a warning. These tanks may still contain traces of hydrazine, a rocket propellant so toxic that even a small residual amount can be lethal to anyone who touches it. So which rocket did they fall from? Investigators noted that China had launched 2 rockets, a Long March 6th and a Long March 8A, from a nearby facility in the same window the debris appeared. But the timing and orbital paths don't cleanly match. The truth is, in an era of record-breaking global rocket launches, tracking every fragment that survives re-entry has become almost impossible. This is not the first time the Australian coastline has received uninvited guests from orbit. In 1979, fragments of NASA's Skylab space station rained down across Western Australia. In 2023, a colossal metal dome appeared on a beach near Perth, later confirmed as debris from an Indian PSLV rocket. And in 2011, a nearly identical sphere turned up in the remote grasslands of Namibia, also a hydrazine fuel tank from an unmanned launch vehicle. The pattern reveals something unsettling. As more countries and private companies race to fill Earth's orbit with satellites, more of their leftover hardware is quietly falling back down, sometimes for years, unpredictably, and often without a clear trail back to its owner. Some experts believe international space treaties, many decades old, were never built to handle the sheer volume of modern rocket traffic. Objects can re-enter the atmosphere, survive the heat that destroys ordinary debris, and land on a public beach, while their true origin remains a bureaucratic and technical puzzle that may never be fully solved. Could this become more common as mega constellations of thousands of satellites are launched every year? Some researchers argue we are entering an age where the sky itself needs its own lost and found. A permanent shift in how humanity manages the wreckage of its own ambition to reach the stars. The 6 spheres of Forest Beach now sit in secure storage, waiting for laboratories to trace their exact origin through metallurgy and orbital mechanics. For now, they remain a rare, tangible reminder that space is not empty and that what we send up must eventually come back down. Somewhere above us, more fragments may already be falling, silent, unclaimed, waiting for their own quiet arrival on a beach not so different from this one.